first time in 2025. We out here. Welcome to the first vlog of 2025 on this channel, and the first movie vlog as well. We're here to watch 2 films, so there's not much out at the moment that I want to watch. Pretty much not anything actually that I want to watch. It's kind of dead at the moment. January normally has something, at least one good thing. Yeah, Sonic to be fair, but I watched it. But yeah, it seems like a pretty dry month for cinema. Having said that, you know, I got a cinema membership, and this membership allows me to watch films over and over again. Allows me to watch more films more often, and it also allows me to watch films that I don't normally watch, and I think that's good. It's good to watch films that you wouldn't normally watch otherwise. It's good to broaden your horizons. So the 2 films I'm gonna see are both romances, and I'm not really into romance that much. And this is like a hybrid of I like rom-coms and like other hybrids, but pure romance not really. But it seems like the 2 I'm gonna watch have some twists in them and a bit of drama, so I'm looking forward to it. Later, watching We Live in Time, starring Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh, and that's a setting point for me. That's a setting point. I've not seen the trailer. I've seen one clip. Basically, Florence Pugh hits him with her car, and that's how they meet. She runs him over, and they meet in hospital, essentially. And it's like a romance story. Apparently, has a twist later on as well. But I'm watching it because of the 2 actors. They're brilliant actors. Now, admittedly, Andrew Garfield, I wasn't a fan until Spider-Man, and I didn't really know him before Spider-Man, really, to be honest. But I know he's been in some great things. I know he's an incredible actor, even before and after Spider-Man. So I know that. It's just that I didn't know much about him before Spider-Man. Florence Pugh, I'm proud to say, I knew about her before she was famous. I knew about her since that WWE movie. She starred as Paige. Paige is a former WWE wrestler. She still wrestles, I think, in AEW, but yeah, they made a movie about Paige, about her story, because she won the women's championship on her debut, so they made a movie about that. And The Rock was involved. Rock was in the film, and Florence Pugh was the one that was cast to play Paige. And this was before she was big, before she became famous, before she got all these big roles. This was Florence Pugh basically starting out. I don't think it was her first role, but she was starting out, and she was fairly new and fresh to it. And I knew about her back then. I'm just like, this actress is incredible. She's done a great job playing Paige. Since then, she's starred in a lot of big movies, and a lot of Oscar-winning movies, and she's been absolutely brilliant in those films. So the fact she's in this film is enough for me to go and watch it. Andrew Garfield as well. So yeah, hopefully it's good. Before that, we're going to see Babygirl. I didn't know about this film until about 2 weeks ago. It stars Nicole Kidman, and well, Antonio Banderas is in it, but he's not like one of the main leads. I think he might be a husband in this film. And it stars a younger guy. I think he's English. I can't remember his name, but I recognise him. He's a good actor as well. So is Nicole Kidman, obviously. I should put his name on the screen, or you can just Google it. No, I'll be a good young gentleman and put it on the screen. Anyway, as I was saying, right, this is about a woman that has an affair with a young intern at work, a much younger intern. So it's about an affair, and apparently it involves, the relationship is like domination and submission. I'm just like, is this like 50 Shades, but in a different tone? I don't know. But I thought, hey, you know what? Let's go and see that then. It's probably going to be so weird, but yeah, I'm going to go watch that first, and then go watch We Live in Time afterwards. I'm going to assume the second one's better, but the first one apparently is award-winning, so I'm looking forward to both. Hopefully they're good. There's not going to be much action in either one, but there will be a lot of drama and a lot of explicit scenes, I'm sure. Not that I'm here for that. Also, I wanted to get a bus here, but I got an Uber. Why? Because I woke up late. The price of me waking up late is enough, because I'm very stingy with travel. Very stingy with travel. I can get a bus here, £1.75. In fact, you can get 2 buses for £1.75. You can get 2 buses within 1 hour in London. It's the same price, which is a great deal. You know, £1.75 for 2 buses. But I woke up late, and I missed the train. So I thought to myself, either I get here very late by bus, risking missing the start of the film, or I get an Uber. The Uber was £6.96. In perspective, that's almost £7, right? 4p off £7. For £7, that's 175 times 4. So that's 4 buses. If I get 2 buses within an hour in 4 different days, that's still £7. So potentially 8 buses worth of money I've spent on one Uber. And that's without the tip. I hate myself for this, even though, like, you know, yeah, it's gonna, I'll be all right. I'll get, you know, I have my full-time job, I get paid, whatever, but I frustrated myself because I'm very stingy with saving money on travel, especially at home. And I've just spent 8 buses worth of money on a taxi to get to the cinema. I could have come later as well, but I had videos to record tonight, so I had to come now. YouTube live. Anyway, let me go in. The movie start time was like 10 minutes ago. Adverts will be playing anyway, but let me go in. And my first time here in quite a few weeks, over a month I think. So this is the 2:30 showing in the afternoon. Next film is at 5:10. So I could have come at like, I think 5:30 and 7 something, which would have suited me, but I got videos to record and a stream to do, so we move.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go to McDonald's quickly. I got like 20 minutes. I'm gonna get a McWing McFlurry. Loved it. I tried it yesterday. I loved it. Again, love that McWing McFlurry. Anyway, Babygirl. Whoever made this film, everyone behind making this film, whoever wrote the script, whoever directed it, the producers, whatever, they're freaks. They're bloody freaks, bro. Some of the things you see in this. So basically, she has Nicole Kidman. Didn't watch any trailer on this film. I just saw like certain tweets about it, and I saw the synopsis, and I was just like, okay, it's about an affair with a younger intern. She's married with kids, but she has an affair, and it has themes of like domination, submission, stuff like that. It's not just themes; it is full on like really freaky stuff. She has a fetish that involves being controlled. She likes being controlled. And she doesn't get that from her husband, so oh, how convenient, there's this new intern who's also kind of into that, with the opposite side. Oh wow. So they have this affair, and like, when I'm saying being controlled, right, I don't just mean like what you'd expect, but also like some of the things she's told to do, man. It's like, there's things involving like I don't know how to describe it, man. Let's just say it tells her to do certain things that are just like, it's just weird. And I don't mean in the explicit way. I mean, like, let's say for example, he tells her to eat something or drink something, as in like an actual food or drink. Stuff like that, but in like a controlling way, and like a weird phase where I'm just like, what am I watching, bro? Did I need to watch this today? Probably not, definitely not. But I was just like, oh my days, what have I got myself into? It's definitely the weirdest. I know it's 2025, but it's technically a 2024 film. The most unusual film of 2024 I've watched for sure. Definitely the most random. I'm just like, what have I just watched? What I will say is, the acting was very good. There was a lot of drama. It wasn't just like fetish stuff. There was also a bit of drama in it, because obviously someone's having an affair. It involves a lot of sneaking around, possibly people finding out about it, stuff like that. So you get that side of the drama of it. So, McFlurry in a second. The acting is good, the drama is good. So, yeah, like, I'll rate it for the acting. The acting is like an 8 to 9 out of 10. I give it an 8.5. I'm judging it on the acting. But yeah, it's better than we can say Shades. It's better than Shades. I'll tell you that much. I watched the first one. Yeah, won't be watching that one again, that's for sure. But yeah, movies that I don't normally watch. This McFlurry, I only had it once, but it's bloody good, man. It's bloody good. Also had an offer on the McDonald's app, $1.29 for double cheeseburger. I just thought to myself, yeah, let me snap that up. Quick meal before I go to the next movie. Bro, that McFlurry was even nicer than last night's one. And this is literally the same McFlurry. I don't know how. From the same McDonald's too. But to be fair, that one was like picked up and I brought it home. But still. I'm a big fan of McDonald's app. They grab you in a little too easily. Like, you don't have to go there that often. You don't have to spend in McDonald's that often. You just randomly drop an offer saying, oh, here's a $1.29 double cheeseburger available for a week. And I'm just like, right, and they just constantly do offers. They're just like 20% off your next order, or they just do random offers at random times. I'm just like, I don't even go that often. I'm just like, thank you then. It works though, because it gets me there, and then I buy more. So maybe I'm the problem. The customers are the problem, I guess. But yeah, I'm walking back to Cineworld now. Movie time, I think, is right about now, but there'll be adverts, which is fine. So next up is We Live in Time. As I mentioned, I like the cast, especially Florence Pugh, a big fan of her. And this one takes place in England. Obviously both British actors, so it's fitting. It takes place in England. I quite enjoy movies that take place in England, partly because I live in England and I was born and raised here, but I know there's something about films that take place here that I just really like quite a lot. So I'm looking forward to that aspect as well. But again, just like Babygirl, not really seen anything, not seen a trailer. I just know the cast, and I know it's about, like, I've seen one scene, and the scene is she runs him over and then they meet in hospital. Like, that's like, it was like a 3-second clip. I think it's a clip from the trailer actually. So that's all I've seen. So they meet like that, and it's apparently a rom-com, and apparently there's a big twist that happens in the middle of the film. So looking forward to this. I'm definitely 100% sure it's less freaky than it won't be freaky at all compared to what I just saw. But yeah, hopefully it's good. I don't know, I'm assuming it's a rom-com, because like, judging by that 3-second clip, it sounds like it's funny. I hope it is, instead of just pure, but we'll see. But I'm expecting it to be good acting wise, but we'll see if I actually enjoy it. So let's do this. Right at the back of the ground floor in screen 4. Let's go. TVX. A joy to watch. Quite depressing actually. First of all, that was a really good film. It wasn't really a rom-com. It had some vibes to a rom-com, but it wasn't. It was a romance, but with like tragedy involved. It is a really good film. It's really well acted. Like, the performances are brilliant, especially from the main two. There's other good characters too, but obviously they're the two main characters. Yeah, acting is really good. Storytelling is really good. Whoever did the script and obviously directed did a great job putting this together. It was really well made. It was a good film in that sense. Yeah, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but it's kind of told in like a chronological. I can't even say it. I can say it, I just can't at the moment. Chronological order. It's not chronological order. It's done like in a muddled up way. So it can be quite. It's not confusing, but it can be quite like, oh, sometimes you don't know if it's a flashback or not, because it constantly goes back and forth. But at one point in the film, it gets obvious when the flashbacks are. And if you've seen the movie, you know why. If not, then you'll get it if you see it. But at one point in the film, it gets obvious that they're flashing back. But it just like, it starts off in the present day. They're together, they're in a relationship, a strong relationship, and they have a kid. Like, they're a proper family. And then it cuts back to when she was pregnant with that kid. So it flashes back to that. Then it goes back to the present. Then it flashes back all the way to when they first met, when she ran him over. And it constantly goes back and forth. It basically tells the journey of their relationship, but in like a chronological order. It just goes back and forth constantly. It's a unique way to do it. Well, it's not unique. It's been done like that before, but like it feels different to the usual in the same genre. But it was done well. Like, the way I describe it, it sounds confusing, and it can be a little bit at times, but they do it well, they execute it well. For what they're going for, it's executed very well. So I like what they did. I feel like they did a good job because of the way they did it, the way they structured it, going back and forth constantly, and like going back to a certain point, going back forward again, then going back to a different point in time, then coming back again. The movie's kind of called We Live in Time, to be fair, but yeah, it's an interesting movie about their relationship and some depressing things that happen during it, and there's a lot of drama. They're like basically like soulmates, like the perfect couple, but they come across some big obstacles and some big roadblocks in their lives that affects them both. That's as much as I can say about spoiling it, but the ending hurt me. The ending hurt me. And it's not like, you know, I have a lot of experience in relationships and stuff, but the ending really hurt me. I'm just like, oh my days, it ends like that. I was so sad. I was just like, really? That's really depressing, but it kind of made sense for the story, like for the way it was going. Apparently also they changed the ending. Apparently they had like a different ending, so they changed it in editing. Apparently I'm not going to say how, because I literally googled it after I finished watching the film, but the credits were rolling. I'm just like, oh, that's interesting, they ended like that. Like, I want to try and search up a bit on the ending of this film, and they changed the ending. It had a different ending originally, which I thought was interesting. But yeah, this ending was, I guess, in a way, in some ways, more realistic. That's what the director said as well, but I kind of get it in terms of what he's saying, in terms of how the film was. Like, Google does tell you what the ending like could have been, and I thought that's quite interesting, but I feel like for the tone of the film, the actual ending they went with actually works better, so I can see why they changed it. But yeah, having said that, like, really good storytelling. It was just really depressing, and the ending like really got to me. It really pulls at your heartstrings. I did not expect to like this film as much as I did, but it was actually like really good, and it's like in a category that I don't really watch. Like, I pretty much, my stance on film is I'll watch pretty much anything that's not horror and not romance. Pretty much those are the two categories. But like, even romance, obviously that's involved in like most films anyway, and I watch rom-coms, so like I could, you know, I sometimes watch some movies from these categories, you know, even though I choose not to usually. But you know, at a time like this where there's not many big films out anyway, I feel like I wanted to watch it, and it was a good decision because it's actually a really good film. And I'm just like, oh wow, it actually surprised me quite a lot. And like with horror as well, like even though I don't like horror, I still watched A Quiet Place, you know, I still watch Get Out. You know, there are some horror films I actually like really thought were good, really good films. So even categories that I don't like sometimes, I actually really enjoy, ironically. But yeah, even though I'm not like big on like romance, like pure romance, like hybrids are good, but like just pure romance, that's what this is. I thought this is a really good film, even though it was like a really, really depressing movie. It's not like it's your usual romance that's like, you know, it ends with nice happy flowers. Now this one has a bit more darkness to it throughout, and I just think it works. Having said that, I just think it works really well, not because it's dark, but because it's a really well told story, and the story is about a relationship between two people, and the life they build. It's just that the ending had a bit of a sadness to it, so that's all I'll say. But I'll give it a 9.2 out of 10. I think it was really good. I was gonna say it's the best film I've seen in 2025, but this is literally the second film I've seen that's brand new. On top of that, it's classed as a 2024 film apparently, so that's what I on my second channel, Sir, this is Sir Davidoff, but my Davidoff Films channel, where I review things. I've done it the last couple of years. I do a top 10 movies of the year thing, my top 10 favorite movies. So I'll put this in there. Like, this will be in there. And I feel like my top 10 won't be a top 10, because I don't think I've seen 10 movies this year that have been like that worthy. But yeah, it is what it is. I still enjoyed the film, had a good time. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I shall be back hopefully soon. I don't know what's coming out, but we'll see. And also holiday vlogs this year. I'll be traveling. I'm looking to travel in April, and also at some point a few months later. There's a car slowly driving past me, and it was so weird. Anyway, yeah, I'll be I lost my train of thought. In April, I'm planning on traveling somewhere quite far away that I've been before. A few months later, I plan to travel somewhere else, somewhere that's fairly close actually. And then towards the end of the year, I got plans to travel somewhere else that I've already been in terms of country, but not in terms of the area of the country. But yeah, I got 3 holidays planned this year abroad, and hopefully a 4th if I have time. So hopefully even a 5th if I have time. But I'll leave the surprises as surprises. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and goodbye. I gotta get home record some videos and stream. I was meant to stream on because I had 2 days off. Today's Tuesday. I had Monday, Tuesday off. I was meant to stream Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night. I've not streamed once yet. So I'm gonna stream tonight. Anyway, yeah. See you later, alligators. I don't know why I say that, because I feel like I like crocodiles more. See you in a while, crocodiles. That just doesn't sound as good though. I'm weird. Goodbye.